your paper up. Get your paper up. Go and get your paper up. Go and get your paper up. Get your paper up. Get your paper up. Go and get your paper up. Get your paper up. Go and get your paper up. Get your paper up. Go and get your paper up. Go and get your paper up. Get your paper up. From Money Making Manhattan.
Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Rick H. Today I'm joined by my brother, of course, Benny Banks.
In the building.
That's twice I put my hand in your face. Chris Books.
In the building too. What's up?
Smell it. And today we are joined by none other than very funny Mr. Nuevayol.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, wow!
Oh my God. Oh wow. Hey, cualquiera que lo oye thinks the room is
There's
full
like
of people.
70 people in here. It is
Yeah,
jam-packed.
Chara, it's
So-
six guys here. 6 people. Hay 6 pares de bolsa.
There's like 20 people here in the room. They don't fit.
Can we
had
curse
to-
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can say whatever you
You
want.
say whatever you want.
I'm not gonna offend anybody.
Ours is explicit.
Okay. All right. Good.
So Mr. Nuevayol. By the way, Nuevayol, how did you take that name?
How did the name Nueva York come
Yeah.
from? The name Mr. Nueva York came from a movie, a Dominican movie, very Dominican movie, starring Luisito Martin, cool. Balbuena en Nueva York. So Balbuena en Nueva York se trata of his chronicles of being in DR, getting his visa, and then coming to New York and navigating what Nueva York is, like the city of New York and the I fucking love that. yeah, like the situations he would get into, you know, trying to navigate what New York is was hilarious.
a little bit
Trap
of
me, I was
English
just
that
like,
you
"Yo
knew."
te exploto, fellito." Yeah, exactly. Like my favorite scene is him in the airport, and he's talking to the customs guy, and then yo me lo estoy comiendo el inglés aquí, but he's not speaking a lick of English. But for him, like.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Nueva York came from there. I took New York and then just Dominicanized it. Put the L at the end of it. I'm Mr. Nueva York because Nueva York is what everybody is how all the Latinos refer to New York. It's
Yeah,
Nueva
sure.
York. Yo para Nueva York.
No.
And then I feel like, yo, I represent New York, which is the melting pot. Yo soy Mr. Nueva York.
So I don't think anybody's asked you this in any part. What's your actual name though?
John.
John. So
Oh, damn.
breaking
John.
news
John.
on
Yeah,
the Rick H Show. His name. I thought it was something like
Feliberto,
Rigoberto,
Before this shit,
Joselito,
Horacio.
Miguel.
Diablo.
No, it's John.
I'm outies.
It's plain because my mom, she had me here,
Arismendi.
she had me here in New York, and she wanted me to have an American name, and what more American than John?
John Smith.
John Smith.
But you got cousins
that
that
your
call you
last name,
Juan.
bro?
That no, not my cousins, cause I tell them like, yo, it's not Juan, it's John, so they know. But like anybody outside, like outside
Okay,
my family,
okay,
they'll
Juan.
call me Juan. It's fine, whatever. But
Juan.
it's John, J-O-H-N, John.
So there was a sequel to Nueva York. It's Nueva York 3.
He
Would
skipped
you
the second
cons-
one because
yeah.
the sequels
Was
nunca
never
sirven.
good.
Yeah,
So would you consider taking that on and just like as a future project, maybe
Yo,
do
that would be crazy.
Nueva York 2?
That would be
Wow. No, and yo, cut the camera. I don't want to give this motherfucker credit. Nueva York 2 coming with Mr. Nueva
There you
York.
go.
I'm
Trademark,
gonna fill
Mr.
that
Nueva
gap.
York.
No, do you guys want
trademark
like
John
licensing, like whatever?
No,
I'll
it's
give you
good.
guys a
It's
little
just something I was
I'll give you a
sitting.
cameo. I'll give you a cameo.
Yo, a producer credit.
Yeah, producer credit.
I'll be Feito's son in the next one.
That works.
So
A little residual income. I don't mind.
I was watching one of your because you've been on a couple podcasts already. There was one where you were talking about the name, but I don't think they ever asked you what's your actual name.
No,
So when
nobody
you
cares.
mentioned Luisito Marti, I was like, oh shit, this is 1995 though. So how old, as a little kid, like how old were you when it came out?
I didn't watch it when it came out. I didn't go to the movies when I was 6 years old.
Obviously because
The fuck? Yo la queda pa ver Nueva York.
I don't know what the fuck you
Like,
talking.
where's your mom, kid?
I saw that shit on bootleg in my grandma's
So
house.
I'm gonna tell you how I got that movie in my hands. My uncle le habían dado visa,
Yeah.
right? Entonces, when the first family member comes to New York, everybody that comes after them comes to that house until
Yeah.
they get on their feet.
Yeah.
So my aunt's house was that house. Like we all lived in my aunt's house. So vino a mi tío le habían dado visa, él vino. When he gets there, la maleta tiene de dulce, de guayaba, queso. Like back in the day when they allowed 70 pounds in maletas, The maleta used to come smelling like fish because they would wrap. I'm like, yo,
fucking kill the
wrap up
fish.
yeah, what the hell you bringing in
Whatever's near. Just
there? They wouldn't bring
shit.
clothes, just mad newspaper and shit. Like, hasta los tenis lo envolvían in newspaper. Like, so anyways, he brought the maleta, he opened it, and then, like, back in the days, we had CDs, right? Yeah. CDs, DVDs, and they would, lo guardaban en carpeta. Like, you would have to, like, flip the pages to find the CD.
Yeah, it's not like now where you got like a little iPod.
It's all digital.
Yeah.
So he had one of those, and I took that, right? And I was skimming through it, and y eso fue lo que me llamó la atención. The picture on that CD, which was Luisito Martin with his Kangol hat
with the little
to the side, and the pig, and the pig,
and the red tank top.
And I identified that because I've always been in love with like the culture, with Dominican culture. So he represented that. When I saw that, I'm like, yo, this is it. I want to dive into this. I want to see what this is about. So I popped it in. And that's how I saw the movie. We had back in the day. We had like a little 5-inch TV, and then it had the built-in DVD on the bottom.
The combo.
Yes. I had one, and then I just put it in there and then watched it. And then that's when I fell in love. But like, yo siempre ha sido like, everybody would ask. Like my family thought I was weird because I wouldn't listen to hip hop or I wasn't taken up on the American culture. Lo mío era bachata clásica. Luis Segura, like, yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Yeah, that was bachata. And then my brothers would listen to Lil Wayne and Ja Rule and 50 Cent and G Unit and Candy Shop and all that shit. And lo mío era bachata y merengue. Sergio Vargas.
So let me ask, how old were you when you came to the U.S.?
I was born here.
Dude.
I'm just saying the character.
No, I'm gonna tell. Yeah, listen. So, the character, Mr. Nuevayol was born in DR. Like, yo, in my past life. In my past life, I was born in DR. I wish I was born in DR. I love the culture so much, bro. Yeah. And it's just, I've always been surrounded. Like, that's my mom, my dad. My grandma, my whole family, like that's what I was. Because when they come to New York, they don't instantly switch over to being American. They bring what they have over there,
of course.
Like their ideologies and their cultures and their the way they talk, the way they move, the way they talk to people, the way they interact. Yeah. So I fell in love with that. Like while other people were trying to hide it, I was trying to embrace it and dig more and educate. Like I was trying to, yo, this is interesting to me. Like what's up? Like cuando hablaban vaina de vaca y de chivo, I was like, yo, for real? Like y'all got that over there? Yo, over here we see rats on the fucking trains. Y'all got fucking horses in the backyard. You could reach out the window and grab a mango from the tree. Yeah, that's sick to me. So I'm sorry. The original question was.
No, I don't even remember.
No, it was. At what age you came? But obviously,
at what age did I come here?
I
was born here. I was born in Elmhurst Hospital.
Elmhurst Hospital.
Yeah, in
Queens.
Yeah, Queens.
So you're a Queens Dominican.
Shout out.
Not from the Heights.
Yeah, not from the Heights. No.
Damn.
Which is cool.
But it's cool though. It's cool. I live in Queens now, so
hold on. You used to chill in the Heights though, right?
I'm recently chilling in the Heights. Recently? Yeah, recently. I was always Corona Queens.
Nah, Corona got mad Dominicans.
Yeah, I was always Corona Queens. On Roosevelt Avenue, like 111, por ahí, Jackson Heights. Like
that whole area.
I thought that was like Colombians.
It is now. It's more now.
It's kind of like 113th in Harlem.
Yeah, but you could find like every other block. You could find your people.
Yeah.
Fat ass Dominican chicks.
So you mentioned bachata. I just want to say rest in peace, Yos Casaranta.
Oh man, come on, don't bring him. I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry. The guy was a legend. A lot of hits. Aquí en Moquito, we're in the Heights, so don't worry about it.
Once you showed up.
But these are like gang mosquitoes. They're not like Dominican mosquitoes.
Yo, they fucking smacking you in the face and shit.
So, what part of DR is your family from?
We're from Bani. We're from the south of DR. Son los mejores mango.
That's true.
Bani.
The Bani from the south.
Mangoes, there you go.
Yeah, like people, when you say Bani, people, I'm from a campo in Bani called Palmar de Coa. Next to Palmar de Coa is Villa Fundación, which a lot of people from this area are more familiar with.
Okay.
So that's where I'm from.
Well, I'm from a campo too. I'm from La Ermita in Moca. So it's literally like, when I was a kid.
By the way, that's La Ermita.
La Ermita.
But Rick is from the campo, so he says La Ermita.
La Ermita.
But I always thought it was La Ermita.
La Ermita.
No, it's La Ermita. And I actually was one of those kids where I actually went to a fountain and walked a mile to get water from a freaking thing. So it's like a real...
You were born over there?
I was born here, but I was raised over there.
Oh, okay.
So it's weird. And then when people look at me, You Dominican? Get the fuck out of here.
This
No,
guy
you're
was
not.
fucking Irish.
I thought he was gonna bring me a bandeja paisa when I walked in. He gonna take my order.
Yo,
I get that.
you been to Banido?
Yeah. When I was from the age when I was born till 2, I was there every month. You know, la gente, the babies don't pay.
And every summer.
Babies don't pay to fly till 2. And then after that, I would go like every summer. And then, you know, when I got into my teens, like it dwindled down like every 2 years. So I was always in DR. Like,
So you grew up in Queens.
Yeah.
You guys have another question before I go to my next
We're
one?
gonna say some shit right
This
now.
is the fucking Rick Show.
excuse me, he talking to you. What the fuck is that? Oh,
I'm sorry.
esta muchacha, esta gente.
So let me ask you the accent first of all. When you did the video, the smartest thing you ever did was take that and like try to flip it, because people see it as a negative, but you try to see it.
Yes.
I have shown skits of you to other people where they're Dominican and they feel like you're making fun of the accent.
I get that.
So
Yeah.
what do you say to those people?
I get that. So I'm glad you pick up on the fact that I'm trying to make it mainstream and reverse it and make it popular and glorify it and not put it in a negative light. That's definitely not what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I'm gonna go on Instagram and trying to blow up like bashing my own people? That's definitely not what I'm trying to do. So when I was I first learned my first English word at the age of 6, 7, even though I was born here.
Oh shit.
When I went into school.
Because the family's going to talk to you in Spanish,
Yeah.
and then they put you in the bilingual
Yes,
classes.
exactly. I was in ESL. My first English word, I learned it in school. That's me. That's who I am. Like that's more me than English speaking me now. Like, because that like my mom still talks with a broken English. My grandma, she don't know a lick of English, but she tries.
Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to my mission is right. When I figure that people resonate with my accent on social media, my mission has now pivoted to, yo, let me make this popular. Let me make people not be embarrassed of the accent. Because I've said this a lot of times. People would rather take F's in speech class than go up and talk in front of the class because of their accent. Yo, the sexiest thing to me, like my number one turn on is somebody's accent.
So what accent? Now that
What's
you
the
mentioned
sexiest
that.
accent?
What's the sexiest
Any
accent?
bro, any accent.
The
So-
Colombian, the
Well,
European,
Colombia's
or
on another level. Like, I've been on the verge of proposing to a few Colombians just based on their accent. So like I've always been cognizant of the fact that people talk different. So in middle school, the first dialect and accent that intrigued me was the Jamaican accent. I was like, yo,
That's an exotic one.
This is so sexy. Like, yo, can you say that again? Yeah, wagwan, my you don't know. Me have to come round, I'm about bust your ass. Oh,
Mayo.
yes, yo, I took that in. I went home. I started doing my research. I went on YouTube. I typed in Jamaica. Like, what's this about? Like, I started watching reggae dance videos, like them jumping off the tables and shit. Like, dagger, dagger upon dagger.
Yo, you know what's interesting though? That I feel like Jamaican culture, if you look at like Jamaican culture, Dominican culture, there's a lot of like similarities and shit.
It's,
Like,
it's
I feel
a gray area.
There's like, I
islands.
feel like I always said, so I lived in LA for a little while. I always said that to people, like, yo, the way Dominicans speak Spanish is like, Dominican Spanish is to regular Spanish, but Jamaican English is to regular English.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we speak like a Creole version
Of
of
Spanish.
like Spanish. So I think that shit, that's
Yeah,
dope.
so that like I was always fascinated by accents. So when and then growing up, I went from Jamaican to Russian to like cause
Russian.
to Russian because it's just so sexy. Like yo, it's nothing more boring than we're all talking the same the same monotone like constant flat
What are you
line.
talking about, John? It's very exciting to talk in English.
Yeah, exactly. That's boring. That's whack as fuck. Like, give me a little sazon, like. So what I'm trying to do is like, yo, if Papi on Instagram can talk like that and it's funny and it's cool and everybody's flowing to it, then I don't have a problem, talking the way I do. Yeah. And to the people that say that I'm making fun of them, yo, hit my DM. What's good? No, I'm just playing. I am not. Please don't. I'm a little bitch.
Don't.
Now that you're talking about like
see
in my
me.
DM,
Come see him.
No.
See him on the
Listen,
DM.
I am not confrontational at all.
I did get some questions. One of them was, how tall are you?
I am 6'5".
Yeah,
6
dude
foot
is
5.
tall.
Yeah.
So that question came from XX Justed Ward XX.
Shout out XX Justice Ward.
I don't know.
Justice
DJ
Ward.
Dari1 wants to know, ¿cuáles son los tres padres de la patria?
Shit, he's trying to hit you with history.
deep.
I know one, Juan Pablo Duarte. I could tell you about la hermana Mirabal.
Let's go.
You know, like a little here and there.
It's Duarte Sanchez y Mella, but I don't know. Okay.
Duarte
The other one is,
Serious.
are you really good
actually, I
at
did that
basketball?
I wouldn't say I'm really good, but I'm good enough. Like all I gotta do really is just stay in the paint and you pass me the ball and I'll.
I mean,
I'll,
you're
like,
6'5",
yeah.
bro. Any pickup game you're taking, people are like, yo, you're
The answer to that
get
shit
the
is
rebound.
Yeah.
Yes, bro, I'm
Yeah,
nice.
so I wouldn't say I'm nice because see me toca dribble, like you can take the ball easy away from me. See me toca do some crossover, I'm a crossover
But that's
myself.
not your game, though. Like
That's
your
not
game
me.
is,
I'll
let me
stay,
here.
I'll lounge around the paint, under the basket.
You too big to be out there.
Toss me the ball once in a while.
Yeah.
Like my man's, like he will tell you, like, oh, that's all I do. I hover around the rim.
Shout out to VL13
Oof.
Films. Victor's in the building.
Yo,
by
my
the way.
brother,
Victor's in the
Victor
building.
13 Films.
So,
My
Jeffrey,
right-hand man.
156, I guess you want
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, that's his nickname.
So
That's
él no ha sacado una canción todo el año, entonces él resucitó.
If you're good in basketball,
Wow.
that's what he wanted to know.
And Jeffrey's playing basketball now? What's going
I
on?
guess so.
Shout out
I guess
Jeffrey.
so. There was another question is, how do you feel like doing the skits and knowing that people love it? Like, do you enjoy doing it? I don't know the person's name because unfortunately it's only
So
24
you lying.
hours.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. It's
You're
only
a
24
liar.
hours
You're lying.
and it disappeared.
You're a
So
liar.
the question was, do you enjoy doing the skits and the Instagram videos knowing that people love it and accept it?
That's the only reason I do it, to tell you the truth. Like when you ask people what's your goal, what are you trying to do with this, they'll give you an answer. I'm trying to make it to Hollywood. I'm trying to get on a social media platform like BuzzFeed or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those goals. I'm not doing this to amount to anything, and that might sound kind of like, so what the fuck are you doing with your life? But I'm doing it, and whatever opportunities and whatever doors open, I'll take it, right? But I'm not taking one path. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, my absolute and ultimate goal is to end up in Hollywood or in el cine dominicano or be the number one stand-up comedian, which I also do, by the way. I do stand-up comedy.
I was gonna get into that, but
That's not me. Like, I'm doing this because it is kind of selfish, because I do it because it makes me happy making other people happy. Like, when I'm feeling down, I know that if I tell you a joke and you laugh, that's gonna make me feel good.
Yeah.
So if I'm ever feeling down, I'll surround myself with people. I'll tell a few jokes. I'll joke around. I'll fuck around a little bit. And by you guys, smiling and laughing at because of me, that makes me happy.
Gotcha.
So when I put up my first Instagram, that I got the first few emojis of oh shit, we didn't know, you funny, keep it up. That's what has kept me going and fueling me. And every day it grows more, and the love grows stronger. And there are I want to say 2 or 3 negative comments a week. So I think I'm doing pretty good as far as.
Do you read all of them?
Yo, that's it.
I try. Yo, I be getting 600-700 comments. Like, it's hard. And then I try to like every single one of them, but Instagram blocks you after 20 likes.
Really?
Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah, after 20 likes in a row, you can't like anymore. So by the time I go back to the post, I've already posted something else, and that's already accumulated comments. So it's kind of hard to keep track. But again, I do try to keep track of everybody and show everybody love and stay. I have 400 DMs I have to get to answer to people.
And they also block you if you follow too many people at the same time.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I added 25 people.
If you do a lot of the repetitive things,
because they think you're a bot. But yeah, that's retarded. They should do away with it, because if it's an active account where somebody's actually engaging, they should.
I wish I could do unlimited likes and comments or whatever, but I can't, And by the time that it refreshes, that I'm already onto the next video, onto the next thing,
So what are some people that have liked your stuff? If you don't want to say the name, you don't have to. But some people I know Cardi has seen some of your stuff.
I don't know that to be true.
Cardi has seen some of your stuff. I don't know if she's reached out or anything like that.
She has not. She has not.
What's up, Cardi? Reach out, Cardi.
good,
Cardi
bro?
B.
She's from the Heights.
We know she listens to our shit, so
Yeah.
I don't know about that. We're not on the radar yet.
She got other things to worry about.
She got other things to worry about. But there's people somebody that you look at oh man, this person likes my stuff. That's crazy.
The first person that I think reached out and liked my stuff was Alex Sensation.
Hey,
When I first started, I saw a blue check in my DM. I was like, what the fuck? It was Alex Sensation.
You get all the hoes right there.
No, I'm faithful to a few hoes.
A few hoes.
No, I'm faithful to my girl. Baby, I love you.
It's just a character.
Let's see if you're really faithful. ¿Cómo se llama?
No, I can't say that. I can't say that. So that brings me to another point. Like now that my Instagram is not a personal Instagram. It's not like I can't expose my personal life.
Yeah.
Because if I put up my girl or my daughter and then like people catch her on the street by herself, there are psychos out there. Like you know, like I don't want her to endure that. Like I get it enough as it is. I don't want her to have to go through that by herself with my daughter. You know?
What about Chuleta? Will you put more pictures? Of
Damn. So Chuleta, they sold Chuleta, man.
Oh man.
So Chuleta, I fell in love with Chuleta. Chuleta lived in a pet store in New Jersey. I walked in the store. I saw Chuleta. I fell in love. I'm like, yo, this is hometown right here. This is the motherland. Like, I need this pig. I need Chuleta. And then, so I was talking to him like, yo, what does it take to keep, keep a pig alive?
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, well, first of all, you got to figure out if pigs are illegal where you live. So I was like, what the fuck? So then I went on, I hopped on my phone right away. I'm like, yo, are pigs legal in New York City?
Certain spots in New York won't allow. Like, you gotta live in Long Island. I know somebody who has a pig, lives in Long Island.
Yeah, like depending on your zone. So unfortunately, where I live, they won't allow pigs.
BX don't allow pigs.
No, so I would go,
100%.
Once a week because
shit?
they would have them in the cage, like in the pet shop. So I would go once a week. So like, yo, what's up, Chuleta? You know,
we need to reunite Mr. Nuevayol with Chuleta.
yo, Chuleta. If you were the person that bought
Shout
Chuleta,
out
please.
or
Bring him
Chuleta,
through.
if you're watching this,
DM him and his 700 DMs.
I would like to. No, I would like
But
to come.
just put Chuleta in cap blood. He'll know.
I'll know. I'll know. I'll come out and visit Chuleta. And then I walk in one day after the New Year, and he was gone. They had sold him.
They had sold him?
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Another
so-
LA breaking news. Chuleta is sold.
Chuleta's
He's
gone. He's
gone.
not.
So what about you, Delki? Did she give you the EBT card
Fuck
back?
you, Delki. Fuck that bitch, yo. Every guy, every Dominican guy deals with a Udelki.
Hell yeah.
Like she comes to your life, she te vende un sueño, she fucks your shit up, she leaves y te deja a ti loco.
God damn.
But for a Udeki that's here, there's a bunch of chicks in DR that are worse. So,
That's not
you
true.
know, listen.
What? The
The
same
women
chicks
from my
that...
country are
Nah,
beautiful.
Bro, the same chicks
I'm not.
that...
I don't mean to be
Those type
speak
of-
negative
those
about
type
my.
of
The
girls
same
everywhere.
chicks are here.
Udelki
The
is
same
one of
girls
a
from
kind.
DR are
Udelki
here,
is one
bro.
of a kind.
Udelki is one of a kind, like she'll fuck your life.
So what attracted you to Udeki?
Eso mismo, que ella es
Esa
una
misma
mala.
vaina.
Eso mismo. Ella me hacía pico de botella.
Udeki is real.
Shout out to
I would like to get a Udeki guest spot one day.
Nah.
Maybe we could get her. So you also mentioned stand-up comedy is what you actually do. That's
It's
your
not-
passion.
Yeah.
You just happen like your videos popped off and people, which is
I
funny as
gravitated-
hell,
yeah,
by the
people
way.
gravitated to the
Yeah.
videos now, and
I
I'm
don't know you
giving
did
that.
stand up. When did you start doing that shit?
I started doing stand up about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like I did my first stand up. I did it before I put up my first Papi video.
Oh
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
I know that.
So because I know that that's your original thing. Who were some people like? For me, it's like Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy in the '80s.
It's not
not
Martin
past the
Lawrence
'80s. Who were some comedians
What are you
you?
talking about?
Comedians I looked up to
Martin Lawrence,
in
what's up
the
that?
American market were Cat Williams,
Hey,
Michael
it is.
Blackson, Ari Spears,
fuck with
Jerry Seinfeld. Those were in the American market. But what made me like fall in love with
Boca
like
Piano.
a fan, not Boca Piano,
Eh.
Raymond Pozo, El Tubérculo Gourmet.
Tuberculo Gourmet, yes.
That's what made me
That
fall in
shit
love.
was funny.
Like he would be a one man show. Like he would have all that camera time and
Yeah.
We talking
with a-
Dominican comedians right now.
with a green screen with a sancocho in the picture, like just saying wild shit. And then I was like, yo, like I was a fan. I would never in a million years thought I would be telling jokes, as a stand-up comic. But hey, here we are.
So do you do your character also in the stand-up?
I've now recently started to implement him more and more, Mr. Nuevayol, Papi, into my stand-up.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, like when I first started doing stand-up, no, I would just talk about Dominican shit, like
Dominican
growing up,
culture,
growing up Dominican, basically.
Is there other topics you cover, like besides the pop? Because now you got a lot of notoriety, so you're gonna have people that are gonna wanna. Oh my God, I need to see if he's just Papi all the time. Like I don't mean to put Justin on. Justin was our cameraman, the greatest.
Hey, Justin.
in the business.
What's up, Justin?
Producer too.
Shout out Justin.
He was not aware that you do not talk with that accent.
No,
That
I like breaking news, people. I speak English.
I don't know.
Like that accent is because a veces se me sale.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm not speaking regular English 100%. Like if me and you are having a conversation for an hour, you're gonna hear Papi like
Yeah.
come out. Like that's me.
Yo,
It's just that I put a magnifying glass on it in my videos to show people what it was like growing up, and to kind of again show people that having an accent is cool.
So
I feel like it's authentic, yo, because like even though the accent is not the way you speak normally, like I feel it's not like fake. Like
I'm not forcing it at all.
Like that shit is always sound natural.
It's legit.
Yeah.
That's why I think people, the authenticity of the accent and the character, people relate to it.
People resonate. I have people hitting me up from DR hitting me up like, yo, that's crazy.
Like my dad only speaks Spanish. He knows a little bit of English and he talks like that with the accent.
Very broken. Very broken.
My brother,
Shout out Nano.
Yeah.
shout out Pops. My brother does not he doesn't respond to my father in Spanish.
I only speak to my father in English. And he only talks back to me in
Spanish. So it's like if you do not know one of the languages, you're fucked up in the game.
Well,
So he
because you don't know
understands the
Spanish.
English and you understand the Spanish?
He understands the
Yeah,
English.
completely,
I understand
100%.
100%.
What the?
But I speak to him in English.
Yo,
he
Pops,
speaks to
come
me
pick
in
me up.
Spanish.
I'm right here.
That's confusing as shit.
See, yo voy para allá. 5 minutos. Like,
Also,
Yeah.
He's been here for like 30 plus years, and he still cannot.
They refuse.
Yeah.
They refuse to learn
They
the language. They
refuse.
refuse to take
Yeah.
lessons. But you can't tell them that they don't know English. Like if
Uh-huh.
they need to
You
talk
can't.
English, para
Yeah.
defenderse.
He's
just
like,
say,
I could
yeah.
defend myself. But the thing is, that's the beauty of the Papi character. Like, I can show it to my dad, and my dad can be like, oh shit, that's funny. But so it's okay for me to talk like that. And you said this once before. You were like, people that talk with an accent, sometimes they're scared to talk English because they feel like they don't want to be. You know, when I talk Spanish, in my household, they'll correct me. And it makes you feel a certain way. And if somebody who doesn't know English that well speaks with the accent, they're going to get that correction. And I think that demoralizes them even more. So that's why they're afraid to do it.
They're afraid to get ridiculed.
Yeah.
Like I was like when I first got into school and ESL, like I was told to shut the fuck up because people don't understand what I was saying.
That's crazy.
And then like that would fuel me more to talk more with an accent. Like yo, that shit gets you mad. Atiende ahora.
So you stand-up comedy. You recently, you guys started doing comedy in a house in the Bronx recently?
My first stand-up was in Yonkers Comedy Club.
Okay.
That was my first time on stage. But recently we found a nice little house. It's a house. You know, grandma lives on the first floor. There's a family living on the third. And in the basement, this guy named Bonilla, he started a theater in the basement. Like, he decked it out. He has a stage on there. He built a theater called La Casa Cultural de Navarrete, along with Barcelosito. I don't know if you guys know what Barcelosito is. Along with him, they opened a sub-brand called Latinos Comedy Club. So now we're trying to like turn that into a nice little, you know, neighborhood stand-up comedy.
And that's in the Bronx?
That's in the Bronx, yeah, off
that's
of
dope.
Melrose.
And what days do you guys do shows there?
It depends. We could do shows 2-3 times a month. We don't have, you know, a schedule like every Tuesday or not right now. No.
So when I first heard the concept, I was like, that's dope, because if you ask any real comedian, they'll tell you, I made my chops at underground comedy in the Village. So you're in a basement and you're doing comedy. So that's like where you're cutting.
It's
your
raw,
teeth.
yeah.
It's raw.
It adds a nice little raw piece to what is the Papi path.
How do you get the audience there? though?
Oh man, so in the beginning it was hard. So in the beginning, like I had 4,000 followers, 5,000 followers. So I would put it up, nobody gave a fuck. Like who shut the fuck up. So back then to fill houses, we would print the tickets and then go outside, like stand by train station. When people would exit the train station and be like, yo, there's a comedy show down the block, or by the bus, or we would go on the street, or we would put up flyers like, yo, there's, you know, we would get a few.
Whole street team.
Yeah, like we would.
Selling CDs and the
exactly.
the
Like, yo, there's a comedy
Take my
show.
mixtape.
It's in Spanish. Like, yo, the comedy show, the first Spanish comedy show in the Bronx or whatever. That's how we would market it.
Okay.
But now, like, I would put up a post and I would have to take it down because it sells out. Because in the spot is only 70 people per show because of, you know, fire law or whatever.
Yeah.
So I put it up, sells out. I take the post down, and then recently we had to open up 2 dates because the first day sold out so quick that we opened up the following day. That one didn't sell out, but you know, the fact that we had to open up a second day was cool.
Yeah.
So that means things.
That shows that things are moving.
Yeah. Like
So
people are interested.
what's the? I know you don't like talking about. What's next? People ask you, oh, what's next? What do you want to do with this? Where do you want to take this?
What's the
And I
next
think
project?
that's a tough question. But
Do you got any projects that
Yeah.
you're working on?
I have a few. Most recently, we're working on starting like a live show every Tuesday at Underground Studio. I don't know if you guys have heard of Underground Studio. It's a live band practice kind of spot where merenguero y bachatero, they go there and they do live sessions every Tuesday night.
Oh shit.
So in the Bronx. It's in the Bronx. It's underground. Yeah, like Lenny Santo practice there. Like he'll pop up unannounced. Mad people, like mad musicians, will pop up there just to practice because it's a nice little spot. So they reached out and they said, hey, we would like for you to come and do a pre-show to the live music session. So we're working now on setting up. Me, VL13 Films, and DJ Dari. We're working to set that show up. That's something we're working on now.
Okay.
Before that, we were in LMP. We were doing podcasts and La Maxima Production.
How is it working with them dudes?
It's dope. It's dope. The space is dope. The energy's dope. Everything's cool.
Because I feel like I've always heard a lot of people like collab with them, but their brand hasn't really like, I feel like they touch a lot of different things.
La Maxima Production?
Yeah.
La Maxima Production is a music platform.
Yeah.
They're very well known, so I don't know. No. I can't relate to whatever negative comments or whatever.
No, I'm not even saying that negative. I'm saying that like, I feel in my mind, a lot of people don't know how big.
That's what they have huge. That's what I'm saying. They have a huge reach.
I've heard, obviously, we all heard of La Maxima Production, but only recently I found out like how big that shit is. That
their
crazy.
DJ network especially is like huge. Like they got all sorts of big DJs under their brand.
Yeah.
So how'd you start this Papi character? What got you to?
Okay, so it's gonna be the story's gonna be long.
Alright.
So when I first started doing when I first started wanting when the idea sparked in my head, like, yo, maybe I should do videos for Instagram, like, fuck it, like, why not, right?
Yeah.
And the reason that I wanted to do videos for Instagram is because my girlfriend, had bought me a camera, right, for Christmas. But I don't know why she bought me a camera. I've never taken a picture in my life. Like, who told this chick that I do, why buy me a camera?
She was trying to inspire you.
Right. No, she ran out of ideas. Like,
She wanted you to take pictures of
the
her.
fuck?
She bought that shit by mistake, and she was like, "Hey."
He doesn't like it.
Otro tigre se la regaló a ella también.
Oh, what do they call that when you give forward?
Regift.
No,
regifting.
it's not regift. Fuck. It's a term, but anyway. And then the camera was collecting dust. I was in school for business administration. Why the fuck would I need a camera?
Yeah.
So she bought me the camera. It was sitting. I'm like, yo, let me take it out. Let me see what I come up. So the first skit I did was me impersonating my mom. Cuando la mamá tan swapeando el piso, that is wet and she won't let you like step on it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what's going on in the house. Y hay fuego. As long you gotta wait until that floor. So that was my first skit. I put it up. I tagged Tommy T5K. Right. Didn't like it. Didn't comment. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to Section 8's ball. He didn't comment. He nothing. The following week, he had a stand-up show in Yonkers Comedy Club. So I went. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna be near me. Let me go. Let me show support.
Yeah.
He saw me. He knew who I was. So that means he saw the video.
Yeah.
So he called me. He was like, yo, that shit's whack. Yeah, that shit's whack. I was like, yo, wow. But he followed it up with, it's whack because that's what everybody's doing. Like, if this is something you're trying to pursue, stand out. That's when the Dominican be like and the Spanish people be like videos was going around.
Oh
That was that era. So that's what I was trying to like mimic, but it wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I was like, I bet. So I went home. I did another video. It wasn't a Papi video. It was another. I forgot what it was. I forgot that second video. But I tagged him and he liked it. I was like, oh shit. The following week I went back to one of his stand-up shows, and he's like, yo, you onto something. He invited me to the Section 8 team gathering where they do skits and stuff every Thursday in the La Maxima production space. That's how I got introduced to La Maxima production. So there we started doing skits. I would hop on whatever skit they had going on. If I had an idea, I would pitch it, we'll film it, or whatever. And then we just started putting out skits. I started putting out skits with Tamu, with Ivan, with Brenda, with DP, with DS Fanal, with Carlito. Well, all those guys. Whatever. That wasn't working. Nothing was sticking. Like, and I didn't care. I'm like, yo, like, I wasn't the type to be like, yo, this is not going viral. What's going on? Yeah. Because I was doing it because I liked it. So it was a passion. So I wasn't even looking at the followers. I wasn't looking at the comments. I was just putting it up, right? If I got one comment with a smiley face, I was happy. I was like, yo, I'm coming back next week.
I did something.
Yeah. So we stopped gathering. We stopped getting together. You know, everybody went their own way. And then like I sat back. I had an existential crisis. I was like, yo, who am I, right? Like, if I'm gonna continue doing this, I have to, make my own lane. I have to, be myself. I have to be myself. That's what I said. So who am I, right? So I'm like, I'm Dominican as fuck. Like, I'm hick as fuck. Let me put that out there. The first, I was myself. The first Papi video I put out was me being myself. Like, the irritated as Dominican with the accent, that was me. And that shit went viral. The next video I did, doing Papi, also went viral within the week. I did the third video, went viral. The fourth video went viral. I had one after the other viral videos. One after the other.
Shit.
So I was like, yo, this is
You're
it.
on to something, yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Like,
it was like some real.
Yeah, then like the comments and then the DMs started blowing up. Like, yo, we've been missing this. Like, yo, we resonate. Like, the most popular comment I would get was like, yo, that's facts. Oh wow, you remind me of my grandma. Oh wow, you remind me of my dad. Oh, that's my mom. Oh damn, like my mom died. Like my dad died 2 years ago, and you reminded me of him. Like, yo, and that, like, I feel like I bring nostalgia to people. Yeah. That's what keeps them around.
Have you had a moment where, like, somebody's like, oh, I would like to meet you because of X, Y, and Z? Like, Bago was talking about, he used to do this character, Fernando. And actually some kid that had an ailment requested to meet Fernando, the party planner. Which is weird because he was promoting
like a sick kid,
liquor company. And he's like, bro, you know this is a character for a liquor company, but all right, I'll go. Have you had like that moment where like you're like, really? You want to see me? But okay.
Yeah, I had a mom reach out to me. She wanted me to do Papi at her son was 11 years old or something. So she wanted me to come by his birthday. And just recently, I had the U.S. Army recruitment center hit me up like, yo, we want you to come
Shout
by.
Out to all you can be.
yeah. Like, yo, salute. Thank you for your service. They reached out to me like, yo, can you come and talk to the new recruits? So that's pending. The weirdest one, church hit me up.
A church.
I mean, but you gotta come and pray.
A church.
But you're Dominican. You know how religious we are.
Huh?
To do a skit?
To do Papi.
Papi.
Like, they want me to talk. Yeah.
During Mass, though?
I don't know. He's like, yo.
I need to know these details, though.
I'll pull it up. The DM was, hey, we really like your stuff. We think you would be motivational to our congregation, is what they said. But if you come in, like, please be mindful that it is a church. Please be clean. I left that shit on red. I'm like, I can't.
How are you gonna do Papi?
Yeah, I don't know how you.
Yeah, I can.
I think you can limit.
I'm curious about the army shit, though. I feel like that's weirder than a church.
But you think the army thing is
I think it's
weird?
cool. I think it's cool.
Weird.
First of all,
these dudes are like militant. You feel me? Like army people.
But it's there's new recruits. Like they're not broken down yet.
And let's be serious. Most of the people that they're recruiting are people of color, are Latinos, are blacks. So
they want them to give them their last laugh before they go get their ass.
I was gonna say, like, before they sign up, they get slaughtered. Like,
before they go get yelled by their.
Or they're gonna have you there before they even sign up.
Yeah, like, oh shit, we're gonna have comics over there.
Oh, that shit is good.
Just sign right here.
Just sign right here.
While you're
for
laughing,
the next 6 years.
Yeah, while you're laughing, 12 years at. But yeah, and then the church was like, it called me. I was like, oh shit. I didn't leave him on red because I didn't want to,
Yeah,
I'm super.
You don't want to go to hell.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, sure. I said sure,
God
but I haven't answered back.
Oh, you didn't.
Like, oh, word? You'd answer my calling? Yeah, you'd answer my calling. Fuck.
I have a friend that tells me his dad is super religious, and he says every time my dad sees me, he goes, Jesucristo te llama. Because he doesn't he's not religious, so he doesn't go to church, and he goes, Jesucristo te llama. His father. So you imagine that every day. Yo, let me paint the picture. We're in the back of a restaurant, right? Dim lighting. Rick just looked in my eyes. Stare open, like the eyes were wide open. He said, Jesucristo te llama.
Damn.
But you know that
chills down my back.
That's probably God speaking through me, Maybe you have to do that trick.
It would be interesting. I didn't knock it down. It would be interesting.
God would not speak through you.
He would. I would be the last person.
Hell no.
You're a fucking heathen.
I would be the last person.
Maybe Benny.
Yeah.
So I asked Juan this
talks to me.
I think that it would be dope if you did a special too. Now it'd be hard. I think you, United Palace, one day, special, Papi special, but not just Papi.
Copyright.
You yourself. Damn, man.
Yo, Mr. Nuevayol.
We'll edit this part
No,
out.
yeah, I feel like we need to
Fuck
talk.
you, yeah, like what?
My business,
Like,
man.
you pitching business ideas here? Like,
I feel like
No, I could see it happening. I think you have a lot of, especially this neighborhood.
Nah, for
I
sure.
grew up, born and bred in
100%.
this neighborhood. They
Yo,
love the character.
people fuck with you in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
And
like,
I told you off camera, my cousin from Florida, she sent me,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're gonna interview Papi? Oh my God, he's so funny."
yeah, the places that have reached out to me, like all around the world, like that's what's like it's humbling, you know, like wow, like
Yeah.
people in Kenya, like what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, like what the hell you doing? Yo,
Bro, he's tending to the tigers and the lions. He's watching you on his phone.
That's fucking
wow,
racist.
that's
they don't know
That's
what.
fucking
no,
racist.
And I don't mean to be,
Recently-
maybe he's not tending
Yeah,
to
he
his
did.
phone.
recently, fuck shit. Recently, me and my boy Victor, we joined the gym, right? Not recently. This is our
I've been watching
this is
the
our fifth-
videos,
yeah, this is our
motivational
fifth week.
videos.
You gotta
So,
flex on
like the third day in the gym, this kid comes up to me and he's like, "Yo, we've been watching you since Ghana,
Wow.
like from Ghana coming over. Like this, it was
That's
an African
insane.
thing.
That's so
Yeah, like
In the weirdest place in the world, the
fucking-
gym.
Yeah. So and then like from Europe, obviously, mad Dominicans in Europe. Shout out to Europe.
Do you respond to them
Thailand.
in the Papi? Oh, like you're sweating your ass off in the gym. And this kid's like, "Oh my God, we've been listening to you since Ghana." Do you hit him with the Papi immediately?
I do, cause I know that's what they want. So like, if people reach out, it's weird, cause why you yelling Papi across the street?
Yeah.
Like, so
Especially if it's a dude.
it's weird. Yo,
Yeah.
Papi, yo, what?
Papi.
So I know if they say Papi or Mr. Nuevayol, it's from IG, so they're expecting the what happened? Why you doing? Why you problem? What you matter? Let me talk to you on
So
something.
I think this is perfect. The guahopping.
What happened? Yeah,
That's you.
That's the epitome of Papi.
By the way, shout out to Embroidery Kings. I don't
shout
know.
out to Embroidery
It
Kings.
looks dope. I like
Thank
the
you,
hat.
thank you.
I like the hat. I like the
Shout
sweater.
out, shout out.
What happened to you?
What happened
What's
for
Samara
you?
con yuca
Yeah,
and
like-
everything?
I feel like it looks like a little bit like Shorty Low. You remember that rapper?
Shorty get low.
No.
Was it that nice?
No, that was.
Trying to get low,
I
low.
think that was
Did
slow
he
rap.
do? Did
He
do-
actually died, so
Oh damn.
Oh shit!
I don't mean to
Did he
be.
do a song with Omega? Because if he didn't do a song with Omega, I wouldn't know. Who it is.
I feel you.
No, he didn't collaborate with Sergio Fernandito or none of those guys. So.
With Anthony Santo, no?
Tampoco.
Nah, not even. Not
Maybe.
even Romeo.
Tampoco.
Maybe Anthony Santos.
A trip to Hobilu?
What's some of your favorite like music to listen? You said bachata. but,
Bachata, clásica.
Like, what are your joints like?
Luis
Clásica,
Segura.
clásica.
Medicina
Bachata
de Amor and
no,
things like that.
Carmencita,
Okay.
Maestra,
Damn.
everything by Luis.
Enséñame.
Yeah, everything by Luis Segura, everything by Chicho Severino, everything by Leonardo Paniagua, all like anything by Leo Dan,
Yo, he's dropping
Blas
fucking
Duran. Yeah, like
knowledge right now.
yeah,
Right
like
now. Look
all
them
those
shits
songs,
up.
all those songs, like lo que me convence a mí es la guitarra, because you can hear the sentimiento in the guitar.
Shit,
Like
we
back
should
in the
do a
day,
Papi playlist on iTunes then.
I have one on Spotify.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Damn, you see?
I have one on Spotify.
Download that
There it
shit.
is. Download
Like
the
the
Papi
guitar
playlist.
talks to you, like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was more acoustic. It was less digital.
So you're not a Romeo fan. I mean,
Yes.
shout out to Romeo.
No, I am a huge Romeo fan. I'm a huge Aventura fan. I'm a Romeo fan because I was an Aventura fan first. So I naturally, you
So
know.
this guy
Everybody
right
was
here,
Aventura
he
fan.
would go to bed with Romeo. That's how much.
I wouldn't
I would
go to
bed
bed.
to Aventura all day.
Yeah,
All three,
Bro,
all four.
I went to
No,
the-
I mean like he would go to bed with Romeo.
Oh hell, okay, all right. Nah,
Yo,
that's
nah,
not-
enséñame a olvidar. That
Nah.
shit, I was crying
Bro,
in my house.
I went to the KOB concert and I was the
MSG.
only dude sitting in the front row with a
Singing
chick.
word for word.
I was like, ah!
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the
dude
same
came
way. I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna go see Aventura, the spit and the sweat better land in my
Yeah,
tongue.
exactly.
So if you was with
Un
your
poeta
girl,
enamorado, like.
and you know how Romeo likes to take the girl, because my boy actually, his girl got picked, and she danced with him. I think he made out with her.
I think he made our word.
Fuck
yeah.
out of here.
How would you feel if Romeo's like,
Fuck out of here.
"Baby, I'm hot,"
It's
and
not
then
gonna happen. No, listen. I'll break up with her. I don't give a.
Before you
'Cause
break
how
up
you
with
gonna
Romeo,
go kiss Romeo and then come back?
Yeah.
And then come back to me like, this dirty.
over.
Tú estás como más sucio. I was gone for two. Tú hiede. Like that's how I feel it would be. Or I would let her kiss him, right? And then I would kiss him through her and then dump her.
And then,
damn.
Hey, yo. So I could say like, yo, my girl kissed Romeo. Like, what's
Well,
up?
y'all could
Be
sue
like,
that.
yo, my girl.
No, but I wouldn't feel comfortable, and I don't think like you could say you're not insecure or whatever, or you're the most confident guy, but you're not gonna let your girl kiss fucking Romeo.
Nah.
Well,
I
you're
mean,
not-
there's
no coming back
guys,
from that shit.
There's guys that
Yeah.
are
I let her
really
kiss
it's
Rick or
over.
some shit.
And I'm petty, so like 2 months later, like, yo, why don't fuck you tell Romeo? Like,
Exactly.
you know, I'll be that. Like,
That's what
Really?
Why don't you
Yeah,
go make
like,
out with
I'll-
Romeo again?
yeah.
Tell
Why
Romeo to
don't-
pay the fucking
Exactly. You wanna go out? Tell Romeo to come pick you up.
in his fucking top of the line car.
That nigga don't fucking drive.
Bentley truck, yeah, he
Nah,
does.
he don't.
You saw his
He
recently.
he
did
recently did an interview.
an interview
inside
him
of a car. It
driving
was
for
pretty
2
cool,
hours. Yeah.
Damn, I'm not up
Pretty
on
good.
that
Pretty
With
good.
Molusco.
2 hours long, him interviewed in a car?
It was, the video was like an hour and 15 edited on
He
YouTube.
was driving through
So imagine-
FDR. They must have filmed for a really long time.
Yeah, so imagine
Where
the
the fuck
filming
you
before the
going,
edit. I don't know.
Bro, he's Romeo.
He
can do
started
what the fuck he
downtown, like in
wants,
the video
bro.
you can see he started downtown and then like took the FDR like
He's
like
going to
towards
Jersey.
Brooklyn.
He don't give a fuck.
I don't know where he's
I
going.
think
You think he
Port
picks up chicks in his car?
100%.
I would, hell yeah.
I don't think he does.
I mean, when
Bro,
you're
he's
at
the
that
bro.
stature,
Romeo could open he could just fucking open his doors.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Right out here. And
You
like
gotta pick
17
nobody
chicks will go
up.
inside.
No,
Yeah,
yours
you
here.
just
We're
gotta
talking
say
about
where
Romeo,
he's
but I don't think he. I think he has people that do that for him. Like I don't think he goes somewhere. He's like, oh.
Nah,
And
Romeo's
girls hit on
picking
him.
his own chicks.
Yeah, I think.
I
he's
mean, they
picking
bring
his
like
own
50
shit.
girls and then they drink in and
No, by
Romeo's
now
like,
they
I
should
like
know
this-
his. They should know his el
Yeah.
gusto. Del,
Yeah.
Of course.
And
And,
I
then they
think
all
that-
sign NDAs.
NDA, take away their phones type shit.
Like Derek Jeter.
But him liking fat girls, I think that's a lie. Like he just does that. Like he likes his big fake booty, like
He
big.
like-
You think so?
That dude likes whatever,
You
bro.
probably got like a Venezuelan joint.
But like them exotic, you know, model type, Bella Hadid type.
That's true.
So besides Luisito
Damn.
Martin, who else and Raymond and Miguel? Is there another like
Influence.
influence? And it doesn't have to be Dominican. A comedian, a Spanish comedian that you thought was dope.
It was like growing up, like off of like, not being in the limelight per se. It was always That's Dominican, Manuel minus P, Tommy 5K, like that whole team. Like I would consume their content.
Manuel minus P actually started out as a rapper, and he
Like,
did a
Minus
song
P.
with my boy
that's
Lou
true.
Rock.
That's true.
Yeah.
I remember that dude.
And he actually now does a cooking show too.
Yep.
So
Sin receta, shout
that
out.
dude, shout out to him. That dude's been from the hood. He's grown with the times. So where do you think Papi's gonna be as a character 10, 15 years from now? Is there gonna be
Nueva York Dos.
Nueva York Dos? This is better than the first two.
Yo,
or
don't sue us, Luisito.
you know what? And if you do the flick, 30-minute special, United Palace, and then you premiere the flick. Like it's a dual thing right there.
Bro, this
We're
is
gonna
the
be there
shit
for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I don't want people.
Just bring
that
the
say
little
hi
guy
to-
and everything.
I don't want him to
You
say
do
hi
your
to-
10-minute, it doesn't have 10, 15-minute set.
Dominicans, we're gonna show up at like
Check.
3 hours,
Yeah.
2 hours in.
Yeah.
Halfway
that
through your
always happens
set.
though. I'm not even lying.
That shit always happens.
Yeah, we say our show starts at 9. People don't start showing up till 10:30.
For sure.
We don't start the show
He
till
was
12.
on time to the show.
For sure.
We were,
By 5 minutes.
but he was on time.
I was here.
He
Technically,
was here.
I was here.
Even though he was waiting for that call,
He
like,
was.
damn, they're not
He was
fuck-
waiting. He was like, "Yo, is Rick gonna hit me?"
He was like, hold on, I'm supposed to be late.
Yeah, like yo, do they want me to
He
come?
was
or not?
testing me.
No, I was sitting in my car outside for the
Oh.
past 10 minutes. It was 6:50. I'm like, yo, he hasn't DM'd
No,
me.
all these people knew you were coming. Shout out to the Monkey Room for letting us again
Shout out Jacob.
sit and do our show
I
from
like
the
this
Monkey Room.
setup.
Yeah,
Yo,
there.
Hold
come
on,
down
Papi
anytime you
Jacob
want.
or
Hold
Theo
on.
Jacob.
I gotta take a piss.
What?
Time out.
You
Time
serious?
Time out, yeah.
Mid
Time
recording?
out.
I gotta take a piss.
Wow.
Victor, can you?
I wanna just
would
give
you
you
like
my
to
cup.
sit?
Vic, come in.
Grace, move over a little
Switch.
bit. So VL13 is also in the building.
What's up?
Shout out to my boy Mike, the mayor of Washington Heights, Dominican Power. VL13. So how'd you guys meet? That would be it.
Through IG.
You
Right,
do a lot.
G?
You do a lot of the. Do you do a lot of the video? Like,
Yeah. I filmed some
All
of
the
this.
camera work is my man Victor.
So,
Victor, by the way, you look impressive in a male romper.
so that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
No, it was
Barcelosito.
Barcelosito. Yeah.
So how we met?
He shot that video.
Yeah. We met through IG because of Tommy and Ivan Manito.
Yeah.
And we met up at one of the shows at Yonkers. And it was like chemistry.
I mean, you
So
guys
many-
got a dope chemistry already because obviously the skits.
Yeah, and we look alike.
Yeah, but
We're brothers.
you
Yep. Boy primo.
related.
My favorite skit is the Eureka one because it is a take on that classic film where you're standing outside and you're like, shut up, stupid.
Yep. And that's all I want to bring. Like people just saying like, yo, that shit happened. That's it. Nostalgia, like.
I showed my father-in-law, my mother-in-law that skit. She's Cuban, he's Puerto Rican, and they were dying. They were dying of
I feel
laughter.
like that type of shit is relatable no matter
It's
what.
relatable.
What kind of Latino you are. Like I feel like I feel like that's why Papi's so relatable because even if you're not Dominican, right? Like you, if you Peruvian, you Mexican, you know, you Colombian.
It appeals more to immigrant because all immigrants go.
Everybody
through
got a
some sort of-
story of like, yo, that's my family member that got the accent that just be you know, dropping
Wilding
knowledge and
out.
wilding and shit like that.
So, like, if you're whatever, you're not Dominican, you're still seen as a Papi. Shout out to Bodega Bams. He did a song called Papi.
Strictly for my Papis.
Off the album Strictly for My Poppies. And he's half and half. So that's just how people view you. And you flip that. But what's your favorite skit that you shot? And then I want to ask Victor. what's
My
your-
favorite skit, man.
Or they all like
They're all like my
babies, just like Bago said?
Yeah, like, cause I do a skit and then I'll like baby it and like, you know, I'll bask in the glory of what the skit is doing at that time. But as soon as I do another skit, then that becomes my favorite skit. Once I do another skit, I'm like, yo, that becomes my favorite skit. I don't have like.
You don't have one per se that you have.
If-
Like, you have to watch this over again.
I watch all my skits over and over again because I laugh at my own shit. Yeah, I laugh at my own skits. Like I go back, I'm like, I can't believe, because again, my shits are improvised. I don't write none of my
I was
shit.
gonna say
Yeah, all my skits are improvised on the spot. So if we're sitting here and I'm feeling the energy and I'm feeling the environment and I'm feeling you guys and something comes in my mind, yo, let's do something. I'll do it right on the spot. I'm like, yo, here, hold the camera. Just react to what I'm saying. I don't tell you what you gotta say. I'll just go off of what
I'm
I say.
not good at that though.
Yeah, like my shit's improvised. So when I go back and watch the video, I'm like, yo, I said that? Yo, who says shit like that? Papi
No,
does.
but it's
So-
good though.
So I watch my videos. The video, like, if you want to ask me which video like took off, the first four, like the one at BJ's, like, hey, do you sell chips here?
That shit was funny.
And you were like,
Like,
what
no.
are you fucking stupid? I'm stacking up
You
chips.
eating chips? Like, we got Dorito, we got Lies,
Yeah.
we got oh,
That's what I like.
Yeah, I like
And you know, I also like the one where you're in a restaurant and the guy's like asking you, oh, what do you want to eat? And you want a patelito.
I'm trying to
Oh,
blend
yo,
in.
that's
Yeah.
viral on WhatsApp. That's
yeah,
viral.
that's
yo.
another viral one.
And-
Viral.
And a Die Dream.
Die dreaming. Die dreaming. My wife was like, die dreaming. When you said it, she started laughing afterwards.
Yeah.
Because when you translate, that's the thing about Spanish, you can't directly translate that shit.
And that I try to take advantage of that. I try.
Another die dreaming?
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah, I'm
What was your
laughing now.
favorite skit, Victor?
Well, the other day we shot one at Target. That he was a Target employee and he was sleeping in the shelves.
Oh, the one where he's holding the
Yeah.
toilet paper.
And I come and like asking for vegan water. Yo, you know what's the vegan water?
Vegan water. Damn.
Yo,
I
I
saw
still got that shit.
Vegan water.
Vegan
Wow.
water.
Some of that shit.
You
Nah,
cannot be.
I'm talking
The
about
H
the
without the O.
First
What?
of all,
I'm talking about the alkaline water shit.
Can I get? That's
Oh.
not
That's
vegan,
like
though.
vegan-
That's like
vegan
added
water.
pH balance.
Well, I follow this page called Alkaline Vegan News.
What?
So I just lump all that shit together. I just,
So Craze, the world's most interesting man. He does know a lot of shit. Like
I'm not interested.
well, every time I
Say that.
first of all,
You look like the Dominican most interesting man in the world.
he
Instead of
is
those X, president.
Presidente.
presidente. He is like he knows like the most like I'll
I know a lot
you
about,
think
like,
we
Most
should do this?
obscure like facts, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the weirdest facts you could tell me right now?
Oh shit.
On the spot.
No, but this dude's IQ is off the charts.
I don't know.
Anything, like the weirdest thing you come up with, like any fact that you could come up with now.
I don't know any facts.
Yo, Rick, why you
I
lying
don't know
to
why the
me?
fuck you lied about me. Have him put me on the spot.
Fuck
I don't know
Craze.
shit, bro.
You
Nah,
probably
I know
the
about
only.
weed. Maybe a little bit.
Oh,
Sure.
Tenía que ser droga. Uno no se escapa de uno. Lo que ustedes vienen a este país a fumar.
let
a
me
fumar.
guess. The next thing you're gonna say is hookah,
Hookah. I know
And
a good deal about hookah.
alcohol,
I don't know shit about alcohol. I don't drink.
alcohol.
He got twisted off of 2 drinks.
Because I don't drink.
No, que Jesús
Ay,
Cristo.
Dios mío.
I don't drink.
No, Craze always been the hookah guy. We call him the hookah god.
Hookah God.
So that's his
Dios.
thing.
I love hookah.
And then
Like, you know the carbon ratio with the flavor ratio?
He
Carbon ratio,
fucking-
flavor
how-
ratio.
what's your favorite hookah? That you'll see, like I went to his crib. First of all, I don't smoke hookah.
Fumari brand, Fakina.
You see,
That's one.
like
That shit tastes like frambuesa. Like the
Oh,
frambuesa.
hey, contra el club frambuesa.
That's
he that's what he does. Like he mixes the flavors. And how do you like? He was the first one to put milk, ice, and all that shit in the
That
bottle.
was you. That was years
He
ago.
does all
I went
that.
to DR until like 2009, and that was a thing.
I don't know if I was the first
He
one.
loves, but he loves doing all that shit. Like he does weird.
I like
Yo, by the way, you could put milk and ice in the hookah bottom instead of water, and it'll make the smoke whiter and thicker, and it'll make it easier down your throat if you had ice.
Yeah, well, get us a fucking hookah.
We have a friend that he put sancocho inside a hookah.
Ugh.
He's not even Dominican.
That does not sound.
That doesn't sound
He's not
good.
even
I wasn't there. I was in the
Is
room.
he
So
Salvadorian?
I will not co-sign on that. Shout out to DJ Daddy, just walked in the room.
DJ
Daddy.
Daddy.
And
I think DJ Daddy was on one of the questions. I'm not sure, but whoever put the
yeah, you know what,
sancocho-
DJ Daddy, fuck you. Testing my Dominican heritage knowledge. Who was the first president, DJ Daddy, of the United States, bitch?
Oh,
Oh,
not the
No, I
bridge.
think we.
Washington.
how many
Yo,
continents are
Washington,
there?
there you
Yo,
go.
Washington. Because
Oh,
we're
yo,
right next to the
Latino,
George Washington
Latino.
Bridge.
No, no, pero dale tú.
How many continents are there, DJ Daddy? 26.
Depende.
Pregúntale a mi amiga, what's her name?
What?
The girl that said that, what's her name?
I forgot. I don't know. I know what
She was in the Que Leon movie.
Oh, it's not Celine
No,
Torino.
no,
it's,
the maid. The maid.
Yeah,
Candy Flow,
there's a lot
Candy
of
Flow.
people.
Candy Flow. Candy Flow.
Candy Flow.
Shout out to Candy Flow.
There's a lot of people in that flick.
That was a good movie. We went to the premiere. That shit was dope.
to the
And
premiere?
yeah, that's
I mean,
yeah, that was
you
exciting.
got that kind of pull. I mean, I didn't even get an invite.
Yo, I'm
Man,
gonna
that's crazy.
say that like Dominican movies and TV have like drastically improved over like the.
I mean,
past-
Jack
Facts.
Veneno
like
is
5 years, right?
is on HBO.
Yo, shout out Jack Veneno. What's the guy's name?
I've watched that shit like 4 times.
Manny Perez is gonna be on the show.
Shout out Manny.
Nice.
In
We're
March.
not- we don't have that pool yet.
I don't. Manny Perez will be on the show in March. I will hit you guys up. And he told us, well, he had told me, you know, because I was like, I want to see Veneno. He was like, it's gonna be on HBO. Then he put up the post. It's on HBO. He's patient, man. Like he's a nice guy. He actually responds to me. We talk back and forth. Damn, I'm saying all this shit on camera. But Manny Perez,
Editing,
Veneno, HBO. It's on HBO. It's pretty good. I thought it was a good film. I want to see more of our films.
That's what
like
I'm saying.
That is
Mr.
happening. We're on the
Nuevayol.
brink.
I would love to see Nuevayol, La Soga, all those good movies that we have. What's the name of the horror movie? That they
Andrea.
shot?
Andrea.
Andrea, that shit
All
was
those
fire,
movies are
actually.
great. You know, if for all those people who don't know Spanish, put the little subtitles on
Subtitles.
and just watch the flick.
Yeah, I watch fucking
It's
Russian.
good.
No, like Dominican's been putting out good ass movies for years. Like Perico Ripiao was another movie.
And they're doing
So my shit about it is like,
Funky Punky
I
2.
feel they've been making really good movies for a while, but I feel the production value.
low, and I
has
like
been-
that.
has
But
been
now there's more
Trash.
money
crazy
behind
now.
it though. There's
But now is improving the promotion, and then like now is
Jesse
that people.
Torero, shout out to him.
My
He's
friend, one
helping
second.
us.
I'll say something.
I ain't talking
I
about-
just said-
1 second, please. No, like Dominican now is that these investors are like, yo, there's money here. Like,
Yeah.
yo, there's a great deal of like not just Dominicans because our movies appeal to all Latino. There's a market in America. Let's invest. Let's bring it overseas to America. Let's see what it's about. And I'm excited. That's what I'm excited about. Like, if anything, I would definitely love a TV show, a cameo in a movie or something. Like, si esa oportunidad se presenta, I'll definitely hop on it.
But I
Which,
think
some shit that Bago said too, it was just like the representation of Dominicans so far right now. in
It's not a
cinema
positive.
It's always like, oh, he's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Usually it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
he's a drug dealer.
Yeah, but
And,
but
like-
that's switching. I don't. That's changing.
And I feel like that this new wave is now like,
Yeah.
it's changing
alright, let's
the
change
culture.
that shit. We could be.
Yo,
we
shout
could
out to Pio. Pio's doing his thing. Pio is on 3 movies already. One of them
Yeah.
is a Hollywood movie.
Shout out, big time shout out to Pio. He first of all, when I saw the video of him with
Pio
French
everything
Fran-
else.
Yeah, I didn't know.
when
he
I
was
saw
on-
him with French,
on a Hollywood.
he's
Yeah.
he's in Que Leon también.
Oh shit.
When I saw him in a video with
Not
French,
Leon. It wasn't Leon. The Hollywood movie is with Master P.
I got the hookup part
I got
two.
the hookup
He's
too.
on the sequel. He has a small part in Que Leon or something like that. It's not Que Leon, it's another movie that.
The one before that, no, he was one of the protagonistas.
Shout
Rico,
out
something Rico.
Casi Rico.
Trabajo sucio.
Trabajo Sucio
There you
is the
go.
name of the movie.
So shout out to Pio big time because he's got a lot of shit to. First of all, 6'5" guy, handsome guy.
Oh,
He's
thank
got.
you.
Pio looks like a child. So and not only is he battling the regular stuff that a Dominican would
Like the
battle,
stigma you said.
but he's trying to change that. And he does. He's pretty funny.
I love Pio.
Love Pio,
and
so
he's
big
representing so well. Like everything, everything good that's happening to him, se lo merece.
I feel like we need more.
We feel like that about you too.
So thank you.
When I called Crazy, I was like, listen,
the only reason I'm here is because you here.
He didn't want to do the show.
Stop it.
I was like, Papi, Mr. Nuevayol agreed. He wants to do an episode, and I would love, because I wanted to get like, they see you as the character, but I wanted them to know.
You wanted to dive.
My name is John, and this is how I got into it, and I actually do stand-up comedy on top of that.
We did it for the club.
Yeah, I didn't, but I wanted.
I don't mind being used. I don't care. Úsame, yo soy masoquista.
Wow.
A mí me gusta que me chapeen.
Que te chapeen.
I just feel like that's why I did. Well, Bago, I knew. I did the same thing with him, and everybody I interview, I want them to like open up and just let the audience know a little bit of who they are. Because I think if it brings the connection a little tighter.
My philosophy, something I live by, is collab over compete. I say that all the time. Collabing, tú abarca más que holding shit to yourself and being selfish. Because you never know. I don't know what people you know. I don't know what people you know. If I work with you, I might be connected to fucking Stan Lee and shit. Rest in peace. Like,
a lot of people don't feel like that, like, unfortunately. But
and especially our culture.
And we interchange audiences too. Like your audience, I gain your audience and you gain my audience. Like,
well, I mean, I have a small.
So his audience.
So his audience,
our audiences are gonna have an orgy.
Our audience is not that big, so you're not gonna gain anything out of this.
I don't mind again, collab.
But I thought it was dope because one thing Dominicans do is like the first instinct is to be like, yo, fuck that dude. Like, why can't he shine and you support? Like, we didn't do that with Cardi B. Everybody immediately got behind her, like, yo. But when it's a guy, it's a different thing. Like, you automatically.
Yo, guys are struggling out here, yo.
Word.
We got it hard out here. It's hard out here in the streets for men.
Nah, I'm not gonna say
tough in these streets.
Yo, it's tough in these streets for men.
And we hate on each other. So instead of, first of all, los judíos no hacen eso.
Yo, so stop hating.
The other cultures don't do that. So come on, can we stop?
Justin, you heard him.
Please,
come on, 1 second, please.
Yo, Papi.
What happened?
Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much for everything. I love it here. Los dos cupetazos de presidente. Uno está enterito, me lo voy a llevar para mi casa.
Papi doesn't drink president. Well, not
I drank one.
Not American one.
What's your favorite? Wait, one more question. What's your favorite hookah flavor?
I'm not a hookah like enthusiast. Like lo que haya in there que está prendido, yo me puedo pegar. Like I'll take a pull or a few. But que yo vaya a una bodega a comprar hookah flavor y carbón, no, that's not.
No, but if Victor's like, yo, I got this.
If it's lit already, yo me pego, aunque sea sabor a mierda, yo me pego. Ya
está not fucking watermelon. That shit's the worst.
Whatever. No.
And do you get your cuts in the Heights? I feel like you have to go to a barber shop.
Nah, the BX.
I live in Queens and I come all the way to the Heights to get a cut.
No, I live
in the Bronx.
I don't trust. I mean, there's a very few dope barbers in the Bronx. He knows some, but I come all the way from Queens. Gavilan, shout out to him. I don't trust other people.
Really? Nah, I have 3 barbers in rotation right now.
3?
I don't give a fuck. Esa gente no me mantiene a mí.
One of them looks like Daddy Yankee. One of them looks like Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, and one of them is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter to me because I've seen. I got my hair cut by a Jewish guy one time in Queens.
Killed me.
And he nailed the fade.
What?
Nailed it. Killed that shit. I was like, what?
Shout out to all the Jewish barbers.
Shout out to Jews. And it's true what you said. Like, we gotta support each other. Like, I tell my family, right? This is going a little, like, personal, but, like, yo, it's like 25 of us here. Like, tío, tía, family members. From the beginning, if they would have supported each other and, like, were more connected with each other, instead of everybody trying to make it on their own, we would have owned half of New York City.
For sure.
We would, but everybody.
But we love the bochinte.
But yeah, like
yo,
en Latinos, like, si tú dejaste la tapa, si tú no preparaste la greca en la mañana, ya yo no te hablo for the rest of the day or 2 days or 3 days, porque tú no preparaste la greca. Entonces yo me levanto y no puedo beber café porque tú.
Take that shit personally.
Yeah, like shit like that. We take petty shit like that. But like other people, like Jewish, I'm gonna take. Ellos vienen, no, las son 10, se meten en un building. See, I'll buy the building, but I'll rent to my family. We'll buy the building, move on to the next, and buy the next building like
and
that.
And then you build yourself up, and then you
and then put somebody else on.
Real shit.
And then it's like that in Flushing with the Asians. It's
so
like
when
that
you
with a lot of
building,
cultures.
I'm your first tenant.
Yo, I got you.
First floor.
I'm gonna use your social first, bro. I got
Good. My shit's already blown out.
And I'm gonna take coupon in my building so you can pay rent.
Let's go.
Straight cash. Ralph, you got a question?
No, I just want to say I've been a fan for a really long time.
Wow,
My
Ralph.
favorite one was the one at BJ's.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's
that's
a classic.
We used to watch it daily.
yeah,
Me
that's
and
a
my
classic.
son.
That was the first one. The second one was I think it was the Uber one or the iPhone one.
No, I think the iPhone.
The
was
iPhone.
No, the snow one.
With the TV, with
The
the
pudding-
huge TV. You gotta,
I
if you
forgot
don't
about that
follow
shit.
him,
That one was fucking
it's
funny,
Mr.
too.
underscore Nuevayol.
With a L.
Nuevayol.
With an L. And Nueva, if you don't know how to spell that, then Google Translate.
Me corta.
Well, thank you. I never understood that. Be corta, be larga.
Be corta.
That,
Well, by the way, Bago's with Be corta, and he fucking.
So, an interesting fact that I know. You see a fact.
There it is.
Okay, there you go.
12 segments later.
Here we go.
Be corta, the Spanish B doesn't make a different sound. B is B. That's why they say be corta be larga, because it's the same sound. We don't have a V sound. We don't have like
We don't have
Viviana.
vaca, vaca,
Random
We don't have
thoughts
vaca.
in the
Oh,
mind of
shit.
Crazy Book.
It's vaca.
vaca,
Baca.
ba, Nuevayol,
Billete.
It's never nueva.
Bills. They have the same sound.
The fuck are you talking
Isn't
about?
it
So it's just-
Vago, though?
It's just.
Juan Bago.
It's
written.
Vago.
So Juan Bago, he's told us last time that he put the B because he didn't know how to spell Vago in Spanish. He found out.
He said my gringo ass used the B.
He found out.
And
later
he got
on
it
that
copyright.
It worked.
Trademarked
I feel like
and
it looks
everything.
better. Like it's more aesthetically.
Aesthetically,
with a V,
it does.
Because if you would have put a V in there, it looks weird.
Facts.
So Benny, you had a question.
No, I had a question before because when you guys were talking about barbershops,
Oh shit.
because Dominican
You wanna be
men-
his
You
stylist now?
looking for one? You need one?
Why,
You need a
you
barber?
cut hair?
No, I don't cut hair, but I can put you onto
The
a really
DJ?
good one. The
What
DJ.
about Vic?
Nah, man.
None of
Nobody
y'all?
cuts hair.
cuts
We
hair.
got our
I cut
hair
hair.
cut.
Dang.
Nah.
My aunt used to cut my
Somebody
hair.
cut
My
hair.
aunt used to cut my hair para ahorrar los 10 pesos.
Yo.
My aunt used to cut my hair, just a
Yo,
zero.
my-
all
Well, my
around.
first 7 years of getting haircuts, it was my mother.
Yeah.
Real shit.
So
Up
you
until
can imagine
like,
my.
up until like
fucked up
3
shit.
years ago, my dad used to make me cut his hair to save the
I
money.
could vouch
Yeah.
for that.
Like I had to pay for my own shit, but he didn't want to pay.
It
Yeah,
don't
like,
matter if it came out lopsided. Se ahorra.
Luis, ven. And he would make appointments with him. Tú tienes que estar aquí a esta hora.
Oh, no. He wouldn't make appointments. He would demand them.
He would
Yeah,
fucking-
and he would
set
set
the
up
appointment.
the table, the chair in the specific spot in the crib.
in
and
front of the TV,
And
so
he
he,
would be
could
ready.
Oh, wait.
so he could watch TV.
That's funny.
Shout out to Don Luis, by the way. I love that man.
Man, shout out to Latinos, period. Like, we got stories for days.
Facts.
So, Benny, you got a question for? I'm sorry, for Victor?
What?
No.
Bro, I had a question with the.
Yo, I'm the
barber
You're
What
still
shop.
on the
was your
barber
question?
shit?
Question.
Oh,
What the
my
fuck was
God.
your question?
Ralph,
What is
you
your
got a-
barber question?
I was
You got a
like,
question for
why are
Victor?
Dominican men fucking more faithful to their barbers than their women?
Yo, let me tell you something.
Because they're more reliable.
Let me tell you something.
Bro, why you gotta ask that on the fucking?
Listen,
oh.
Except Gabi. Fuck
Listen,
Gabi.
listen.
That's just a myth.
Yo, is it true or not?
Listen,
bro?
true story. My barber, he was the first one to give me a haircut in DR, and he's my barber here too.
God damn,
Ven,
that's
que
so.
tú le sacaste papeles.
And how
Pablo.
many girlfriends?
Tú
¿Tú lo pediste?
No, let me know something.
No, ese es Mario mío.
And how many girlfriends have you had in that span?
Maybe like 2, 3.
See?
There it
Damn.
is. There it is.
But why you gotta be putting us down?
Yeah,
That's
what's
what
going
we're
on
just
over
fucking
there?
talking about.
man.
But this
No,
is
no,
shit
no.
that I know.
What do you mean, you people?
You people.
You people.
What's up?
You Dominican too. So, do you have any other projects coming up besides stuff you do with Papi on your own, like a documentary?
Nah, this shit's about Papi.
He's a freelance film.
Filmmaker, yeah.
¿Cómo es que se llama la vaina?
Photographer.
He'll take pictures, music videos, everything. So like,
Yeah.
if anybody out there needs a dope ass filmographer, he's a
VL13
freelance.
Films.
VL13 Films is his IG.
Nice.
Hit him on the DM. Like he does very dope work.
That's
You can go on my IG on YouTube. Like
Yeah,
you
YouTube.
have stuff
Yeah,
on
VL13
YouTube that
Film
people
on
can check
YouTube.
out. On his page, you can see pictures. Like he does
Yeah.
portraits and stuff for models.
No, I added him. I immediately.
Okay,
I was
so-
like, oh, this is his
Wait,
boy.
what kind of models, bro?
All types.
Guys, girls.
If you need like
You
some
want a
nude
model
pics-
now, Chris?
Yeah, if you need some nude pics, he'll
I
take.
want to be like a plus size model. I can't do that shit. Why?
You could do that. Why not?
Yo, you
2019.
Why you always trying to kill my dream?
I'm not trying to
It's
kill
art.
your dream, bro.
We're
I'm
gonna
just
uplift
saying.
each other.
Bobby, thank you so much.
No, thank you guys. It was amazing.
Yo, thank
Energy
you
was
for
dope.
making time, bro.
No,
I know
always,
that
always.
there's like 7,000 people hitting you up.
It's
and
cool. It's fine.
Nah, I meant a
all
lot
the
more
other-
for real.
for us, I wanted to have you on.
Thank you.
There's other comedians I wanted, but I wanted you because I felt like what you're doing is pretty.
Why you laughing?
That's my boy.
Why you making fun of me? No, what's
going on,
with
bro?
you?
How are you?
No, how are you? Is something happening here? 1 second, please. We have something over here going on. It's not very important, but 1 second. So how do you guys get put on? Like, to me.
To you?
Interested.
I actually saw a really old video, and then I was just, because I like comedy, I like to laugh. I'd rather watch something that makes me laugh. So I just started looking at different skits. I was like, yo, this dude is dope. And he's smart. I didn't know when I heard the interview he did with Latinos Out Loud, I was like, damn, he's even smarter than what I thought. Because when you spoke on the show, you weren't talking as Papi, you were just being yourself. I thought they didn't ask you your actual name, which would have been a good thing for people to know. So I was like, damn, that's interesting. And the fact that you wanted to flip it, I was like, that's even better. So I need to have him on the show. So as soon as I heard that, and then I started digging up through other stuff.
Yo, real shit, I found out about you when I was in LA.
Wow,
And when I was in LA, I started following, like, there's very few Dominicans in LA. Shout out Dominicans in Cali.
Yeah, I heard that's a thing. That's a movement.
So yeah, I'm on the group chat, whatever. Dope movement, dope dude that's behind it. Out there's not a lot of Dominicans. So for me, I had to get like my fix of Dominican shit all the time.
Yo soy tu droga, papi.
Papi.
He goes
so,
like this when he sees you.
so like there was like a few pages like Dominican problems, you know.
Shout out DP, shout out DP.
Tommy, like
Shout
a few different pages, and your page. I was like, yo, this dude. And I was, but people love it out there, bro. I'm telling you, people love it out there.
Nice.
The twist with the accent is, I mean, there's a lot of us that do comedy on IG, but what you do is completely different from what they do. So it makes
That's
it.
what I'm trying to do. That's thanks to Tommy, because Tommy made me think like, yo, who am I? Type of shit. So that's who I am.
And then I think that you being faithful and loyal to the people that you started out with,
And to your girl.
and to your girl.
Yo, leave her out of this.
Royalty.
I mean, and like we off camera, I told you, yo, what makes you even better is that you stay humble, even though you got like however X amount of followers, you still.
Again,
So,
like,
thank you for coming out again.
thank you for the invite. Thank you.
And you're always welcome
Thank you for
in
the
the monkey
podcast.
room.
Thank you for the cerveza.
And there's
Can
more.
I get a
cervezas.
voucher for the totones, you guys?
There's
Can I get a totone voucher?
Everybody on live, join us later for a hookah.
Ooh.
On Mr.Nuevayol.
Yeah. Si cogen cupones aquí.
And the most expensive brugal they got. No, I'm
Let's
just
go.
kidding.
What is the most expensive burger?
It's actually
It's $25.
Papa Andres. No, you're wrong.
No, what?
No. The
What
actual,
about that ceramic
No, like-
shit, bro?
the most. I have the most expensive one in my. It's one of the most expensive one is $5,000.
Yeah.
And it's called Papa Andre. The one I have is Siglo de Oro, and it's
Siglo
like
de Oro,
160.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Siglo de Oro shit is dope.
That's
$5
just
grand.
It comes in like a
$5
ceramic.
Dollars?
Yeah.
$5,000, and it's
shit.
because they only make like 100 bottles a year.
And that's Brugal.
That's
The
Brugal.
brand.
Papa
Okay.
Andres.
Brugal, what's up?
Nah, but
So
Siglo-
cut us a
Siglo
check,
de Oro,
Brugal.
though,
Thank
is
you
like
for,
the blue label. Brugal. Like Siglo de Oro is like the blue
No,
label.
I think Papa Andres the blue label.
Come on, nigga.
Siglo de Oro is like the gold label.
Okay.
Yo, Brugal. Yo, cut the check for these
Cut the
guys.
check.
Cut the,
Oh
no,
my
not
God.
for me, for you.
Cut
Yeah, I
the
think
check
that's
for
a
all of us. I
perfect
want a fucking
unity.
check. I don't know what
He
this
just
guy
wants a
told
drink. That's what it is.
Send,
Next
send a gift package with a bottle and a glass.
next week is Tuesday. On Thursday, we'll be interviewing Dex. Hand painted by Dex. He just got reposted by Mark Anthony. He's gonna
Nice.
talk about the piece that he did for Mark
Dope
Anthony.
pieces, yeah.
He also does music, so we're gonna do both things with Dex on Thursday. Bobby's episode will be on our YouTube this Thursday,
Nice.
even though we're live right now. And shout out to Justin, my main man behind
Justin.
the camera.
Justin's my favorite person.
And thank you for everybody coming out today.
Thank you.
We'll see
Thank
you
all.
next time.
Next time.
Have a good afternoon.
From money making Manhattan. So what you think that I'm packing? To protect mine, I keep it on my lap and drive slow like a turtle, straight relaxing. Ain't no acting, we selling out caskets. 2 for 1, I shoot the one, ain't no scrapping. Got more money than the city that I'm repping. How? Where I'm from, New York, you know. Got more dough than that pizza shop you order from. Which one? Dominoes, get your paper up, go and get your paper up. Get your paper up, go and get your paper up. Get your paper up, go and get your paper up. Go and get your paper up, get your paper up. I'm going straight forward, I ain't backing down. Mi casa ain't your casa, so get out of town. Y'all say y'all making noise.